My dear students, now we are going to discuss the story of fourth primary. It's entitled the Summer Parade. And first, you should know, my dear students, the characters of your story, starting with Matt, Veronica, Jennifer, Dylan, Jack and Natalie, Jason and Rob. And now with the first part of your story, let's read together and learn what is the story about. Let's see. The story starts with the time of the parade. It's June and the weather is getting hot. Everyone is happy except for Matt. At school, they are preparing for the summer parade. Matt doesn't like the summer parade. He has never been in the parade because he isn't good at anything. He can't juggle, he can't walk on stilts, and he can't dance. He isn't an acrobat or a clown. And another information we will learn, dear students, about Matt is that Matt sits next to Jennifer at school. Why? And Jennifer loves the parade. She's a very good dancer, and she dances in the parade every year. And this year, she's going to dance the Spanish flamenco, and her mom has made a new dress for her. It's a beautiful red dress, and by the way, it's a Spanish dress too. Mr. Johnson is the teacher who goes out of the classroom for a minute and everyone starts talking. Matt, Veronica, Jennifer, Jason and Rob, Natalie and Jake, they are talking together about the parade. And each student is talking about his performance. What is he going to do in the parade? For example, let us see together. Dylan is saying, I'm going to juggle and walk on stilts at the same time. So, and Jennifer asks Matt, what are you going to do, Matt? But before Matt can answer, Veronica says, look at Jason and Rob. And Jason and Rob, by the way, we are going to know them at the few coming pages. They are identical twins and they are the school's star acrobats. Listen carefully at the other video. We are going to know the more information about the other characters of the story. Let's start with the other pages of your story and learn more about the characters and what they are going to do at the summer parade. Now we are introduced to Jason and Rob. They are the identical twins. They are the school's star acrobats, and nobody asked them what they are going to do in the parade. They are always the acrobats. And right now, Jason is standing on his hands and Rob is doing backflips. Nobody asks Natalie and Jake also what they are going to do either. They are always the clowns, and even when there isn't a parade. Veronica is another character, and she's Matt's neighbor. And that's why they always walk home together from school. Matt is asking Veronica, what can I do? I want to be in the parade, but I'm not good at anything. And replies Veronica and saying, I'm going to write a report about the parade for the school newspaper. Perhaps you could take some pictures to go with my report? And Matt answers, but I don't know if I can take good pictures or not. And Veronica says, take some pictures this weekend, then suggest Veronica, and we can look at them next week. Let's now summarize your characters, my dear students, and study them well before continuing the other pages and answering the questions. So we learned that Matt doesn't like the summer parade. Why? Because he isn't good at anything. He can't juggle, he can't walk on stilts, and that's why he's not happy. Perhaps his friends are all happy and they are joining the summer parade. Jennifer, for example, is a very good dancer. She dances in the parade every year. And this year she's going to wear a beautiful red dress and dance a Spanish flamenco. As for Dylan, he is going to walk on stilts and juggle at the same time. Jason and Rob are the school's star acrobats, as we see. Nobody asked them what they are going to do in the parade. They are always the acrobats. Jason stands on his hands and Rob does backflips. Natalie and Jack are always the clowns in the parade. Nobody asked them what they are going to do in the parade. They are always the clowns, even when there isn't a parade. As for Veronica, she's going to write a report about the parade for the school newspaper. Those are your characters. Please keep them in mind carefully because you will need them to answer the questions. Let's continue, my students, our story, starting with Matt and what he does at the weekend. As you see, at the weekend, Matt takes a lot of pictures. He takes pictures of his little sister. He even takes pictures of the dog. And on Monday, he takes the rule of the thumb to the chemist. And the chemist tells him your pictures will be ready on Wednesday, says the man at the chemist. On Wednesday, Matt and Veronica pick up the pictures from the chemist. Oh dear, says Veronica, these are not very good. Matt takes a very, very bad pictures, as you see. And Veronica tells him that these are not very good pictures at all. And that's why Matt is sad. I'm not going to be good at anything, he says. Don't say that, says Veronica. Why don't you look on the internet, look for information on photography? And he says, what a great idea. Maybe I can learn to take good pictures. And that afternoon, Matt goes home and looks for ideas on the internet. He learns all about photography. He can't wait to practice the next day. The next day, Matt takes his camera to school with him. During the lunch hour, he goes for a walk around the school. He goes to the basketball court and Dylan is practicing walking on a stilts, and the stilts are very high and Dylan looks very nervous. Matt takes a picture of him. Now let's finish this part of the story, and by the end of those pages we finish the story for the first term, starting with page 10. Next, Matt goes to the school auditorium. Jennifer is practicing her flamenco dance there, but she isn't wearing her red dress. She's wearing dungarees. She looks very serious. A lot of people are watching her, but she doesn't see them. When she finishes her dance, everybody claps. Jennifer looks very surprised. She didn't know that anyone was watching her. Matt takes a picture of her. Then on the stage, Jason and Rob are practicing their acrobatic tricks. They are doing handstands and they look fantastic. And Matt takes some pictures of them too. Finally, Matt goes into the dressing room behind the stage, and there Natalie and Jack are fighting because they both want to wear the same wig in the parade. They have been trying on their clown makeup and they have got big smiles on their faces, but they are both very angry. They look funny. By the end of those pages, we end our story for the first term. And now let's discuss the question together.